Welcome back to Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, the Maker Exchange, on Facebook. Welcome back. All right, so we're in a quick little lunch break in between classes here. You guys know I homeschool, so while my son's grabbing some lunch, I'm just popping on to share with you a project that I promised that I would do in my last video, upcoming projects. And so without further ado, this is the one for the T pocket folder, or T folder pocket, whatever you want to call it. Now, as I showed in the last video, this one that I made last year only has one pocket. And the one that I want to make today, and the one that I've made, let's see, I think it's this one, it has two pockets. So as mentioned in the previous video, what you'll need is 12 by 12 sheet of paper. From it you will get three, you'll be able to make 3 of these. And so the dimensions for that is, and I wasn't able to find this online or in any video, so I went on ahead and just kind of monkeyed around and came up with this one. And because we are using 2 pockets, which means that this area, the inside area, will be raised, we needed some space for it to close without it being too bulky and leaving room for the pockets to be raised. So the dimensions of this is 12 inches long by 4 inches wide. You're going to score at 2 7/8, 5 7/8, 6 1/8, and 9 1/8. I believe that is correct. And then, and if you can see here, where you see the green is where the score marks are. Where you see the purple cutout, or purple plaid, I guess, is where the area that we're going to cut off. And so if you look at the ends here, you would measure up 1 inch to the fold, and you would cut away that piece. And you do the same for this side in order to get the diagonal pockets like you see here. Okay? So I've already have one that's scored, and so I'm going to go ahead and cut it, and I'm going to embellish it, for you guys to see what I would do. Now also, I wanted to point out to you that if you watched my last video of the One Sheet Wonder note card set, I mentioned that because I didn't have double-sided paper, I used 2 different patterned cardstocks so that I could have elements to alternate between. And so using the scraps from that, I am going to embellish this T pocket so that it can coordinate with the card, and it can possibly be, a little favor to go along with the card. So without further ado, I picked out, this was something that I used in the last one, and this is a piece from the One Sheet Wonder card set. And then this is one of the sentiments that I punched out, or should I say I cut out for that card set. And so let me go ahead and cut. Now I'm going to be using art glitter glue, but you are free to use whatever glue you have on hand that you use for paper glue. And you just want to make sure that it does hold, it has a good hold to it, so that the pockets don't come loose. And the last thing I meant to mention, forgot to mention, that you'll need is some type of ribbon or twine for closure. Okay, and so I've cut off the ends, and now I am going to, actually I need to fold and burnish score the folds, I should say, because I have not done that. Oh, that's off. And I hope all of this is in view for you guys. And, you know, this can be as intricate, you know, the decorations, they can be as complicated or as simple as your taste desires. You can use just a sentiment. You can decorate it as you would a card and let your tea pocket serve as more like a note card as well as a favor. And what you want to make, now if you saw here, this came in a little too far. Now you can either cut it or you can crease it, I should say, recrease it. And so we are ready to decorate that thing. All right, so grabbing my glue, I'm just gonna glue the outer edge. And do the same for the opposite side. Talk about inaccuracy. Okay. And my husband has a client that I just made a couple of these for. And she is, I think she does a little bit of antiquing. You know, she likes to thrift. And so I made a couple of these for her. So that I can bring by, and when she shows me the new space that my husband has renovated for her, I think she had her kitchen area redone, and so we will have tea at high noon. Probably not, but we'll have tea. So use this. Let's see if it lines up. Okay, but before I do that, let me cut and measure the closure. That should be long enough. I know I got a mess going on here, but hang in there, folks. It will be worth the wait. So you just want to kind of make sure you have, this looks to be about 16 inches, but you won't need that much unless your ribbon is wider. If the thinner it is, the easier it is to make a bow with. So just keep that in mind when you are selecting your ribbon. So I'm going to press this down. I'm going to glue it down and in place with, yeah. Now this is a little bit too long, so I'm going to have to cut it, but that's fine. That's what the scissors are for. And just make sure you have it centered. We're not going to worry about the ribbon that wraps around the back because it's not that serious. It really is not. Okay, so we got that in place. I'm just going to cut off the excess at the bottom. Okay, and then before I put this down, I'm going to use this. Yeah. I usually use my Eileen's tacky glue for projects that have the thicker DSP or the thicker cardstock, because it grabs and you still have a little bit of time to position it, whereas the art glitter glue, it dries a little bit quicker than the tacky glue. So I use the tacky glue whenever I can, Plus, it has a really good hold. Not to take anything away from the art glitter glue, but I don't work as quick as I would prefer to. So sometimes I need a little bit of room for error. So now I'm not going to put this down flat. I would like to raise this up, so I'm going to use some foam squares, some foam squares, and pop it up for dimension. Just add a little bit of interest here for the sake of interest. It's all about the interest, folks. And this is really, you know, once you get the paper cut and scored, that's the hard. That's probably cut and scored, measured correctly, cut and scored. That's half the battle, and the rest is just decorating it. And if you select your goodies beforehand, you're not scrambling to kind of come up with a cohesive look. So that's that. Okay, and then we put in our little tea bags. Now this is the Twinings Chive French Vanilla, which is not really my favorite, but I will drink it. So this, I measured this out so that it will fit pre-packaged bags. I don't think that I would give any other type of tea to a friend or as a gift. I just would make sure that they understood that it was fresh and it hadn't been sitting in my cabinet, you know, by itself or whatever. So there we have it. And again, the twine was cut at around 16 inches. It looks like it's around 16 inches. And there we have it, a cute little tea pocket folder. And quick and easy. It was not that difficult to make. And again, if you have one sheet of 12 by 12 paper, it doesn't have to be double-sided. You too can make your own little tea pocket. And this is cute for baby showers, bridal showers. You know, you can always put the date, you know, print out the date and the information of when the bride and groom are getting married, or, you know, you can put your own information here and cut it out. It doesn't have to be punched out like this, and just depending on what you have, the ideas are endless. You know, we women, we do love our tea. So there you have it, and the variety of tea just depends on your taste or the taste of the guest. So with all that being said, I hope that you liked this video. I hope it inspired you to create something new from what you currently have and to share your gift of crafting with someone else. And if you did like this video, please go ahead and click that thumbs up button. And if you are a current member of the Lovely community, I want to thank you so much for watching. And if you aren't a current subscriber, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that you can see the next video of my upcoming projects, which will be probably within the next couple of days. I cannot really pinpoint when, but next up will either be the Bible, altered Bible, or the wall art, the wooden wall art. So stay tuned, guys. Come back, and just again, thanks for watching. And until we're back here again on YouTube, you know what we say. Stay encouraged, blessed, creative, and crafting. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livy's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.